Hey guys, how's it going?
How's it going?
We're gonna do another review for you guys today. We just saw Captain America Civil War last weekend.
We did.
So what were your initial thoughts? Did you like it, hate it, love it?
I enjoyed it. I think the story was really well done. I just prefer the directing of Joss Whedon. The film style of this one was more like Jason Bourne. And while that's cool, I didn't like it for the Avengers. It kept taking me out of it. I kept seeing I felt like I saw stunt doubles.
Yeah, I agree with you in some standards, but also I think that it was nice to see a little bit darker of a tone for once.
I agree.
That was something a lot of people expected for Ultron, but we didn't get it. It was just another ha 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 ha. So we still had some comedic moments in it, so it wasn't completely dry.
Spider-Man was my favorite new character.
Spider-Man.
Even though I do agree he looked really cartoony.
Yeah. Remember how I said that a while ago?
Yeah.
And I thought they were going to change that when the movie actually came out, but then he still looked like he was like bright red, like an early 2000s CGI character.
Until that one point where he's done, and then he looks like a person again.
Oh yeah, that was the only time he was actually wearing a real costume, the actor. The rest of it was all computer animated.
I usually like seeing Scarlett Johansson kick ass, and you could see her face while she's doing it a lot.
Yeah, but you
couldn't ever in this.
So anyway, the movie was great. What would you rate it out of 10?
I'd give it an 8. What Marvel movie would you give a 10 out of 10?
Iron Man 1.
I'd give Iron Man 1, I'd give Avengers, and I'd give Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy. That definitely deserves a 10 out of 10. It has everything we need in the Marvel universe. It has the funny the action, the funny moments.
Chris Pratt.
Very
Who
good.
directed that one?
James Gunn.
Who is he? What has he done?
He's a really cool guy. I've read a lot about him, but I don't know how many movies he's done. But I remember he used to work with Troma, you know, the independent film company that I know the president of, Lloyd Kaufman. I met him at Comic-Con. Yeah.
Cool.
He used to work there. That's how I know him.
Cool.
I read a book about him. All right, now we're going to talk about spoilers. So if you haven't seen the movie, walk away now. Okay.
Just walk away.
My favorite part of the movie, I just want to just say this really quick, is when Ant-Man all of a sudden grew gigantic. Because I've heard about this before in the past, but I didn't think they were actually going to do it in the movie, because they did a really good job not showing it. Yeah, they made a Star Wars joke. Ant-Man grows 50 feet tall, and I just loved how Spider-Man was circling around him, and he goes, remember that really old movie, Empire Strikes Back?
How old is this kid?
Yeah, exactly. I never thought that movie... When I was a kid, looking at Star Wars, I never thought, this is an old movie, you know what I mean? Because it looks so cool. One thing I didn't like about that is how slow he moved, though. You know what I mean? Why would his reflexes be different if he was big? Maybe because he wasn't used to it.
Yeah, he's not used to that body.
In Infinity War, I want to see him run and elbow drop Thanos in the face. Make it happen, people.
I really liked when Robert Downey Jr. came to see him, too. That little interaction between the two of them was cute. I hadn't seen any of the trailers, and I love the part when Spider-Man runs by and he's like, "Whoa, cool! You have an iron arm. That's the coolest."
Yeah.
But apparently that was
Whoa, you have a metal arm? It was in one of the YouTube ad trailers.
It burned watching that fight at the end with Captain America and Iron Man, because I didn't know if someone was gonna die.
Yeah, let's talk. I was so nervous too. I didn't want any of them to die.
Yeah.
And what was that? I thought the whole time I thought it was gonna be just Cap versus Iron Man, but it was Cap and...
I knew it was going to be the three of them.
I thought that was only going to be for a little bit. I thought the main fight was going to be Cap versus Iron Man.
Yeah, and then to beat
Iron Man,
they both need to work together.
When it was Cap versus Iron Man destroyed him. But when it was 2v1 though, he lost, obviously, because it's 2v1. But when it was 1v1, he kicked his ass, so... But I wanted to see more of that. I wanted to see Cap come back in the 1v1 Iron Man. You know what I mean? It's Civil War. It's not Bucky and Cap.
The real Civil War section was when they were coming from side to side, like the Bad Blood music video.
Yeah.
And Spider-Man's like, "Oh, they're not stopping."
Yeah, that was so funny. They're not stopping. Threat tactic. Have you seen that picture from the comic book where the two sides are colliding? And then they compared it to the one in the movie. It says expectations, reality, because there's 1,000 superheroes in the comic book, and then there's 10 in the movie.
Still, there was a lot.
Another thing I thought was weird is how Black Widow couldn't kill Hawkeye, couldn't beat up Hawkeye all of a sudden.
There was an intervention. Someone came and helped him. Someone threw something at her.
Oh, okay, I
That's
forgot.
why. She was
But no, even so, he was still beating her before that happened.
No, they were just fighting back and forth. I think, and then someone kicked her in the face or something.
Yeah.
What was it?
Either way, that was just a little weird because I remember like it's like a known thing that she could kick his ass. The thing I noticed that I thought was really silly is Captain America could always block bullets with a shield, even though it's only like this big. Like I'll buy that, somewhat realistic. But when Bucky is walking around with his hand and nobody thinks to shoot at his waist or anything like that, that's just stupid. He's blocking bullets with his hand like this and his arm. Isn't that just ridiculous?
Well, this.
Like, I'll buy the shield, even though somebody could shoot up here and down there at the same time. But when you have a hand... Anyway, that's all my time. I hope you enjoyed the movie as much as we did, and I'll see you again next time.
Bye!